What is up there everyone, it's the guy with no gamers here, and today we're going to be looking ahead to Advanced Warfare. Now, for the last couple of years, Call of Duty has been saying that they have a new engine. This has been disproved by the developers for Ghost. They said it was more of a rework of the engine. It did seem to have some improvements in the game, but it still wasn't what we were looking for. It was still the same 10-year-old engine, just upgraded. They've said that again for Advanced Warfare, but this year, I believe that this is actually the truth. You look, I've got some screenshots here. The difference between Black Ops 2 and Ghost, there is a noticeable difference, but you can still tell that it's the same sort of engine because the graphics aren't a massive improvement. It's not like the difference between Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Although Battlefield 3 had amazing graphics for the time, you can still see a huge difference in face models. But then you look between Ghosts and Advanced Warfare. I'm just using pictures of faces because faces are actually probably, I think, one of the hardest things to animate and make look realistic. You can tell there is quite a large difference. And actually Advanced Warfare's single player graphics are akin to that of Killzone and Battlefield in my opinion. Now, this to me would suggest that they do have a new engine, this so-called Activision engine, which is apparently brand new. Although it has also been rumoured that Sledgehammer Games did rent the Crytek engine, so we don't know, it could be on that, but I think I hope it will be on the Activision engine because this Activision engine does look like it could be quite good. And what a new engine could mean for the game in multiplayer, it could help with some netcode issues we have. I don't know, we never really know what it could do. Netcode could just be down to they have to change things mechanically in the game. I really don't know. If I did know, I would tell you what the difference would be, but it just sort of gives me at least some hope that there could be some improvements in the game. Admittedly, we get this every year and then we end up like, oh. But to me, Ghost was a good game. It has its flaws and it sort of, on some days, is worse than others. But it's still, in general, a okay game. It's more of an average game. I'm going to do a video covering my real views on Ghosts. But I think it could be a good year for COD as long as the game doesn't have any issues with it. The developers seem to be very knowledgeable on making sure their game is balanced. The things they need to watch out for is equipment and weapon attachments. Weapon balance can be changed all the time, but equipment and attachment balance is where it's been going wrong the last few games. IEDs and target finder-esque attachments are what are killing Ghosts. They need to take out trip detection explosives because they slow down the pace of the game. You shouldn't have scopes that help you highlight enemies. Thermal scopes are okay, but for some reason the one in Ghosts was much more usable than in previous games. I think if they're going to add a scope like that, they need to look at previous games and try and work out why the one in Ghosts seems so much more powerful. I think it was more to do with map design, made the thermal scope almost overpowered, borderline overpowered in my opinion. It was just very annoying that it just seemed to be so effective. I personally can't use it, I just don't like it. But it may just be that in the right hands it's absolutely devastating. But yeah, if it is a new engine, I think it'll be good for the game because it also allow the other developers, because they have an extra year now to develop their games, to make their games better. But it will mean that if Sledgehammer Games make a good game, there'll be a lot of expectation on Treyarch and Infinity Ward to up their game, because their previous games have not been particularly great, so they have definitely got to work hard. But anyway guys, I'm staying positive. See you all later, and I'll see you on another video.